The Premier League is said to be the harshest and most competitive football environment in Europe. So it is not too difficult to understand when there are many world-class coaches appearing this season such as Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, Antonio Conte, or coaches who have confirmed themselves as Potter, Ten Hag. Not only the players, the top coaches will all receive extraordinary remuneration from the host club, and recently, according to The Sun, there are detailed statistics on the salaries of all 20 coaches at the club. Premier League in this season. The number is really surprising for Pep Guardiola, Ten Hag, Klopp, or the new Chelsea coach, Potter. The highest paid coach in the Premier League at the moment is Pep Guardiola with £19 million/season. If converted into a weekly salary, the Spanish strategist receives £520,000/week. A higher figure than Ronaldo is receiving in Man Utd €500,000/week, the highest paid player in the league. With what has contributed to the green half of Manchester with 4 Premier League titles in the last 6 seasons, the figure of £19 million/season is probably still too little compared to Pep. Right behind Pep is Jurgen Klopp of Liverpool when he is receiving a high salary at Anfield. The German strategist is receiving £16 million/season, which is much higher than Salah, who has the highest salary of the team at £250,000/week. Klopp has brought Anfield an English Premier League title after more than 30 years and the Champions League after more than 7 years in charge. In third place is the manager of Tottenham Hotspur with a salary of £15 million/season. Antonio Conte only arrived at White Hart Lane in mid-January. This shows how high the expectations of the Tottenham leadership for Antonio Conte are. Quite surprising comes from the position of the new Chelsea coach, Graham Potter, when the salary of this coach is £10 million/season. Potter was appointed to replace Tuchel last week. Hopefully the Wizard can continue to write his wonderful story as he did with Brighton. Also receiving a salary of £10 million a season, Brendan Rodgers is facing opposition from Leicester fans after a series of 5 consecutive defeats when they were beaten 2-5 at Brighton on Sunday. The next on the list is Ten Hag with only £9 million/season. Ten Hag is 52 years old this year. He began his coaching career at the Go Ahead Eagles club. After that, the Dutch strategist had time in the youth team of Bayern Munich, Utrecht, and then led Ajax since 2017. In May, Arsenal announced Arteta's new contract. Accordingly, the Spanish strategist has been extended to June 2025. Mikel Arteta is expected to help Arsenal return to the Champions League next season. Currently, they are leading the Premier League table. So Arteta deserves a salary of £8.3 million/season. Right now, Hasenhüttl is the one sitting on the hot chair at St. Mary's. Maybe before that, the Austrian teacher was still a strange name to Premier League fans. But the fact that this strategist has achieved while working at RB Leipzig is extremely respectable, bringing the most hated club in Germany finished second in the Bundesliga in the 2016/2017 season. The imprint that Ralph Hasenhüttl made at Southampton is extremely clear. The Saints are now a high-pressing team, not afraid of any opponent, and possess an extremely stable psychological foundation. This is worth the salary of £6 million/season that Southampton pays him. Together receiving a salary of £5 million/season, Frank Lampard, David Moyes and Steven Gerrard are 3 coaches who are not performing very well when all 3 teams are ranked near the bottom in the rankings. The remaining coaches, although not receiving high salaries, are also high numbers compared to other leagues, showing that the pressure in the Premier League is huge to trade for such a high salary. Even the lowest salary in the league for 2 coaches, Thomas Frank of Brentford and Steve Cooper of Nottingham Forest, is £1.5 million, but it is half that of the highest paid coach in Serie A, Mourinho, with €7 million/season. Or Ancelotti in La Liga with €6.5 million/season.